Mount Zanopf seemingly have broken their unity accord arrangement that they have been keeping for quite some time. This time around, they have appointed two vice presidents who are all of Shona origin, as well as the presidency. I think they have actually taken to the dustbin the unity accord arrangement, and Mnangagwa has actually accepted the retirement of Kembo Mohadi due to his ill health. I think I've been speaking about that, on why exactly the man is not retiring and leave the job for someone who is able. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So the news through to our desk is that Kembo Mohadi has resigned as the Vice President of Zimbabwe, and Emmerson Mnangagwa has, according to Section 205, one of the Zimbabwe Constitution, appointed another military retired general, that is Brigadier Ambrose Mutini, as one of the vice presidents. So he would be deputizing Emmerson Mnangagwa alongside retired General Chiwenga. So what does this speaks? I think this, number one, it shows that Zimbabwe is a fully fledged military state. That is number one. Number two, they have now broken the arrangement, the ZANU-ZAPU arrangement, by the way, which favored one side. They have decided this time around to break that arrangement. So the presidium in Zimbabwe now consists of one tribe. It's a very, very important point to note. And also, the other thing, it's a reflection of the military arrangement or the military nature of the government of Zimbabwe, which means now it actually clearly shows that anyone who would be close to the presidency has to be a military, someone with a military background, someone who has trained in the military and rose to the ranks. So, and also, what does this speak, especially to the Mnangagwa faction? You can tell, I don't think Mnangagwa would have preferred to replace, the Kembo Mohadi with this Brigadier Ambrose Mutini. This shows the strength of Chiwenga within this arrangement, and I strongly believe that Brigadier Ambrose Mutini, having a background, coming to deputize Emmerson Mnangagwa, this is a clear, a very, very straightforward indication that now surrounded by military personnel. I don't know whether Brigadier Ambrose Mutini is more senior than the current military commander, that is Valerio Sibanda, within the Zimbabwe military ranks. It remains to be seen. I think in simple terms, the appointment of Brigadier Ambrose Mutini, in my view, concretizes what we have always said, that Zimbabwe is a fully fledged military state, and they would only allow within the presidium individuals with military experience. And I think this really makes the 2030 WACON to struggle with their resolution to push for Emmerson Mnangagwa to go for a third term. You can see he is surrounded by two former military personnel, former members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Mutini was once an ambassador of Zimbabwe. I think it is in Yugoslavia. So he has now earned himself the position of vice presidency. He will be deputizing Mnangagwa alongside retired General Chiwenga. And this speaks to one thing. Obviously, now Mnangagwa being deputized by these two gentlemen, it simply means if Mnangagwa moves from power or is stripped his presidency, then Chiwenga will become the president, and this Brigadier Ambrose Mutini stands a chance to actually become a future president. You can tell that there is a military arrangement that is made in terms of seniority on who takes over, especially when so-and-so leaves political power. It is something that Mnangagwa faction is trying to break, but is this breakable? And also, is this what the people of Zimbabwe want and deserve? I don't think so. The people of Zimbabwe want a democratic government, a government that will come from the people, not a government that is imposed based on very, very few individuals creating a criteria on who should be the president and what should be the criteria of making one the president. So I have always said that as much as we talk about ZANU-PF factionalism on this channel, it is not, some will see it as a support of us. No, it's not. If you see it that way, then you are very, very much misplaced. It is chronicling the situation as it is in Zimbabwe. Is it good? I think it is not. I'm not a staunch supporter of a military coup myself. But is it bad to also chronicle the situation as it is in Zimbabwe? It is not bad. People should know the truth, should know what is politically unfolding. At the moment, we've got the ZANU-PF succession issue gaining the momentum. So people ought to know how this will unfold and how things work in ZANU-PF. What is the philosophy of ZANU-PF? Mind you, even the opposition political party leaders have to be aware of these issues so that they know how to confront and decisively deal with ZANU-PF. We have a problem of people failing to deal with ZANU-PF because they don't want to understand ZANU-PF, even going to an extent of even infiltrating it. If it is able to infiltrate the opposition and dismantle it, why should the opposition not do so? So it's just a simple advice coming from me. So we can tell that at the moment, I think I've always said that Zimbabwe is a military state. The military decides who should be who. And Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, in essence, is not in control. Did you ever imagine that this Ambrose Mutini, I saw someone commenting, this guy was dead, now he is alive, and guess what? Of your vice president as of today. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. If you are interested in supporting this channel financially, you can do so by pressing the subscribe plus button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can also do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also to remember, we are available on X, formerly Twitter, as Hlonipani Global News. We are also equally available on Facebook, also as Hlonipani Global News. Kindly follow these platforms. We are also posting links there. I'll be posting today's link as soon as possible. Thank you once again. Let me live and love you. Let's meet on the